Hello everyone and welcome to the next in our series of daily origami for YouTube. Today we're going to continue making items to celebrate Tanabata, or the Star Festival in Japan, which is on the 7th of this month. Today we're going to work on making the decorations that you often see placed on branches of bamboo. And today we're going to work on two actually in one. The first is going to be a net that is hung to wish for good fortune in fishing and in the fields. And then the other is a lantern, and they both require scissors, and one of them will require glue. And to make the net we just need one piece of origami paper, and for the lantern we'd like to have two. So we're going to start off by making the net. It's a very easy cutting project. You just have to take care of where you're going to cut. So you start with your origami paper. We're going to go ahead and fold it in half and make a triangle. Then we're going to go ahead and fold down from there in half again, and then fold down again. You'll notice this edge here that has all the loose ends, that's the edge we don't want to cut. So we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut lines that go from this side or from this side. We're going to go almost all the way to the top, but not all the way. If you go too far, then obviously you cut it off. So then turn it over and cut from this side, and try to keep the space between here even. Just keep rotating, cutting almost all the way to the edge. Don't get too close, that makes the net a little too flimsy. Turning around. When you get to the very edge, it's a good thing sometimes to put a little notch here. That gives you then a nice little hole to put some string through for when you put it on your branch of bamboo. And now you should have something that's been cut like this. And we're going to carefully open it, and this can be tricky because cutting has caused the paper to stick to itself. So be careful here as we slowly open this up. And then we're going to open again. And open it all the way. And go ahead and lay it down flat on your surface here. And the center point is right here. And you can either delicately slowly fold these out, or a really quick and easy way is to just give it a quick shake a couple times here. And that should give you a little bit more of what we're looking for here. Give a nice little pull just real gently on one of the edges here, and you'll notice that it can grow all the way out like so to create the net decoration to hang for on the bamboo for Tanabata. And a lot of times these are actually cut out of metallic papers. Those are more attractive for hanging outside. I didn't happen to have any today, but this is what your net should look like when you're done. And we'll go ahead and put that to the side then and work on making the next part, which is the lantern. So like I said, you need two pieces of origami paper for this. We're going to use the yellow for the inside and the red for the outside. Put the red to the side first. What we're going to do here is we're going to just cut off a little bit of this. So I'm just going to fold this edge up just a little bit. You can use your judgment on how much you want to make this smaller. This affects, as you make more, you'll see, this affects the how bent the overall lantern effect is in the end. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this part off that I've chosen here. Now you'll notice instead of a square shape you have a rectangular shape. We want to go ahead and put glue on one of the edges, and then go ahead and make a cylinder from this. So I'm going to go ahead and use my glue to run a good bit of glue here along the edge. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring this around to make a cylinder shape. So you should have something then that looks like this. Nice yellow cylinder. So I'm going to put that to the side. And now we're going to do the outer part of the lantern. So I'm going to fold my origami paper in half. And again, we're going to cut strips on this. Of course, take care, we're going to cut on the folded edge and not the outer edge. So get my scissors. And again, like we did with the net, we're just going to cut strips here that are, not too thin. And we want to go almost all the way to the edge, but not completely. This paper is pretty easy for it to shift around and move so that you get kind of a bad result, so take care when you're cutting here. This is a pretty easy project, and so it's kind of a fun one to do, especially with small children. You can help them with the cutting if you need to, and the end result is pretty cool. So for what a simple project it is. So we have a nice little cut fringe there. Then go ahead and open that up. We're going to go ahead and put some glue along both edges. And take care when doing this that you don't accidentally tear what you've made already with those strips. Get a lot of good glue on there, and then when you're done, we're going to go ahead and use those glued edges to wrap around the top and bottom portion of our lantern. So, of course, this piece of paper is slightly longer than the tube is. So we want to kind of poof it up a little bit here. Let me first get this part around. It will overlap just a tiny bit, that's okay. And then we're going to go ahead and push this down like so, and then go ahead and wrap this part around too. And you should get something then that looks like this. And as you can tell, if you have, depending on how much of that yellow paper you cut off in the beginning, it would change the effect of how much this poofs out then, of course. And that is our finished lantern to place on the branch of bamboo for Tanabata as well. So these are our finished projects for today, the net and the lantern for Tanabata. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.